In this video, we're going to reteach or review factoring trinomials. Let's start with the first example. 6x squared plus 5x minus 4. If you are watching, you need to take notes. Make sure all cell phones and earbuds are put away. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a times c. A times c is negative 24, and my b is positive 5. This tells me they're going to be different sides, and this tells me the larger of the two numbers will be positive. So I'm searching for a combination of two numbers that multiply to give me negative 24 and combine to give me a positive 5. I believe that could be 8 and 3. Let's check. They do multiply and they combine. I'm going to drop down the a and drop down the c, and in this middle, not only am I going to put the two numbers I chose, I need to put an x with them as well. Okay, let's go ahead and use factoring by grouping in order to finish factoring this. I can factor it at most a 2x, and I'd be left with 3x plus 4. There's 6x squared plus 8x. I rewrite 3x plus 4, and now determine is there a number times 3x that achieves negative 3x? And is that number times 4 negative 4? It is. They both contain a 3x plus 4. In front of the first group is 2x, and in front of the last group is negative 1. If you are live with me, please write down this next one. 3x squared minus 11x plus 10. If you are watching this back at a later time, press pause, try to factor this on your own, and then come back. I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to equal positive 30 and combined to equal negative 11. So how do I do this? 1 and 30, no. This tells me they're the same sign, and this tells me they're both going to be negative. 1 and 30 do not work. 2 and 15 multiply, but that doesn't equal. 3 and 10, no. 4 doesn't divide nicely into 30, but 5 and 6. Negative 5 times negative 6 is a positive for 30. It combines to give me a negative 11. So I'm going to drop down the a and the c, and then placing the values I chose plus an x in back of both. Now factoring by grouping, at most I can factor out only an x, and I'd be left with 3x minus 5. Let's make sure that works. 3x squared minus 5x. What times 3x is a negative 6x? That's a negative 2, so there's negative 6x plus 10. They both contain a 3x minus 5. In front of the first group is x, in front of the second group is a negative 2. Alright, so this is our last practice problem. Multiplying to equal negative 42, combining to equal negative 1. Again, multiplying to equal negative 42, combining to equal negative 1. So what we're going to do right now is let's think of the combination. This says different signs, larger number is negative. 1 and 42 doesn't combine. 2 and 21, no. 3, is it 3 times, nope, I don't think 3 goes into 42, but let's check. Maybe it does. 3 and 14, that doesn't work. 3 and 14. 6 and 7, okay, the larger number must be negative. So I'm going to do 42x squared minus 1, and then I'm dropping in a positive 6x and a minus 7x. It doesn't matter if the negative 7 goes first or if the positive 6 goes first. What can I take out of both terms? A 6x. 6 times 7 is 42. Make sure you have an x in each to get x squared. 6x times 1 is a positive 6x. What number times 7x gives us a negative 7x? That'd be a negative 1. There's a negative 7x and a negative 1. They both contain a 7x plus 1. In front of the first group is a 6x, and in front of the last group is a negative 1.